Hey guys, how are you today? Hope you all are having an awesome day. Pray that all is well. You had a fabulous weekend, all those good things. And as you know, today, of course, is Surviving the Process Monday. Hey Keisha, how are you, lovely? So excited about what's going on with you. We got to chat a little bit about Warrior Nation and the I Am Woman Conference. It looks so exciting. We'll have to talk about that for a little bit. But today, I'm going to be quick today, but what I want to talk to you about real quickly today is about seeing beyond the moment. What I've learned in my process is that you can't view things in the moment, and you have to allow your vision to help you to see beyond the moment. A lot of times we make decisions for the moment, we make decisions in the moment, but you got to be able to learn how to see beyond the moment. Okay, and so here's how I get to this place. A lot of times let's start this way. What you need to define what it is that's going to make you happy. All right, let's start at that place. What's going to make me happy? What does happy look like for me? And what does happy look like outside of my being connected to someone, outside of the things that I have, outside of the job that I do, outside of the business, the career, all of that? What does happy look like for me outside of all of that? Without all of those things being connected, what does happy look like for me? And the reason I say that is because, again, a lot of times when we look at things or when we perceive or when we try to determine what happy is for us, it's mostly always connected to something, someone, right? But learning how to be happy outside of the things and people, I think, is the greatest thing that you can ever do for yourself. Because when situations change, you can still be happy. You can still be joyous. When things change, when you lose stuff, you still can learn how to be happy. One of the greatest lessons I learned from being homeless is that I learned how to live without things. I learned how to live outside of having what I thought I really needed to live. And I learned that life for me was away from my stuff, right? That whether or not I had a nice car, whether I had a dependable car, whether I had a big house, whether I had an apartment, whether I was staying with a friend, I could still live and live well and still be happy. Now, I'm not saying that, you should live beyond your means and you should accept that as good living. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that there is a life that we can live that does not necessarily have to be always connected to the stuff. And so when we learn how to live outside of the things that we perceive to keep us happy, that's when we learn how to live beyond the moment. That's when our view of happiness is beyond our moment, right? And so when you learn how to live beyond the moment, and sometimes what happens is we make decisions that are based in the moment and they don't last for very long. And so what I'm really encouraging you today to do is to live beyond a moment. Let your view of your happiness be beyond your moment, right? So, the relationship is working, but okay, it's for the moment. I'm with her for the moment. I'm with him for the moment. This house will be good for the moment. This car is all right for the moment. This thing is good for the moment. But if you're really going to be happy, you have to have your view beyond your moment. If you're going to have a successful business, you should be able to view the idea you have beyond the moment. If you're going to get married and you desire to be married, then your view of your marriage should be beyond just the moment. If you're going to do anything, that's great. If you're going to do anything that's impactful, the way you view it should be beyond the moment. And so when I'm challenging you today in your process and moving forward and allowing God to do things on the inside of you, is that you learn how to view where you are beyond the moment. Learn how to view your happiness beyond the moment. Learn how to view your career beyond the moment. Learn how to view your relationships and your commitments and things that you're doing in ministry, all of the things that you're doing in your life right now. Learn how to view them beyond the moment, because if you don't learn how to view things beyond the moment, you'll allow the moment to be the thing that satisfies you the most. And you should be satisfied beyond the moment. You should be happy beyond the moment, right? And I pray I'm really making sense. I know I'm talking really fast and I'm sounding really excited, but this is just something that the Lord just spoke to me, and I'm learning this about myself. And so I really want you to be able able to think about this for yourself. I want you to be able to take a moment and reflect on how you make your decisions. Do you make your decisions in the moment? Do you make your decisions based on the moment? Is your happiness based on the moment? Okay, so here I am, I'm on this job and I'm getting, a nice salary, and that's cool for the moment. Really? You should be able to live beyond the moment. Your view of who you are should be beyond the moment. Your view of what you desire to be and become and the things that you're capable of doing should always be beyond the moment. And so the challenge today is to view your life beyond the moment, because your life is always subject to change, and anything can change at any moment. So your view should always be beyond the moment. The view of your business should be beyond the moment. The view of your marriage should be beyond the moment. The view of anything that you are doing, anything that you're engaged in, anything that is impactful to you should always be beyond the moment. Beyond the moment. And so, sometimes we make decisions, and especially even in relationships or even business decisions, we make them in the moment. But then the next moment, something else comes up. And so now we're not happy. So now we find ourselves just going from moment to moment. And stop living moment to moment. That's why I'm challenging you to allow your view to be beyond the moment so that you don't live from moment to moment. There's one thing to be spontaneous and be in the moment. Then there's something else to be stuck in the moment. And then there's something else to live moment to moment. Let your view be beyond the moment. Let the view of who you are be beyond the moment. Okay, right now in this moment, you may not like who you are. You may not like what's going on. You may be in a real uncomfortable place. But let your view be beyond the moment. Because when you look at your situation and your circumstance beyond the moment, you see the future. You see that you can do better. You see that you can be better. You see that better is coming towards you. Your whole perspective changes when you can view things beyond the moment. And so what I'm challenging you today to do today and every day is to look beyond the moment. Allow your view to be beyond where you are right in the minute, right in the moment, right? Don't stay, because when you can't look beyond the moment, you'll get stuck. And I call that getting stuck in this place called why. Why am I not better? Why haven't I gotten this? Why hasn't this happened? Why hasn't that happened? That's what happens when you get stuck in the moment. That's what happens when you can't view things beyond the moment. You get stuck in this place of why. You get stuck in the why, as I called it. And I don't want you to get stuck in the why. I don't even want you to get stuck in the moment. I want you to be able to look beyond the moment. I want you to be able to think beyond the moment. I want you to be able to see beyond the moment. I want you to be able to make decisions that go beyond just the moment. Just the moment. It's like, I'm here, so let me just deal with what's right here. Yeah, in some instances, we have to deal with where we are right in that space. But when we talk about doing greater, being greater, going for greater, living and living well, you got to have enough courage to see beyond the moment. You got to have enough courage to see past where you are. You have to be brave enough. You have to be bold enough to be able to see past where you are. You can have more than just a moment. You can be happy longer than just a moment. You can live longer than just a moment. You can do things that last longer than a moment. You can enjoy things and enjoy your life longer than just inside of a moment. And so I want you to expand your view. I want you to expand your vision, and I want you to see beyond the moment. Things might even be great for you right now. You may be real happy. Everything is running. Everything is going great. Awesome. But I still want you to look beyond the moment, because everything is subject to change. And not meaning that, and not everything being subject to change means doom and gloom. It doesn't. Sometimes it means it's about the change for the better. That's awesome. That's what we live for. That's what keeps us inspired. That's what keeps us encouraged and motivated. But I'm challenging you today to look beyond the moment. Think beyond the moment. Let your vision be expanded beyond the moment. You might be happy right now, but again, everything is subject to change. So are you just going to stay in the moment? Are you just going to bask in the moment? Can you see beyond your moment? Can you see your future past where just you are? Can you see yourself doing greater than where you are? Can you see yourself doing more than where you are? Stop living for the moment. There's more than the moment. Life is more than just the moment that you're in. Life is more than just that moment of happiness you get to enjoy. Life is more than just that periodic, we get these periodic spurts or these periodic moments where, we get a blessing or God does something great or God does something phenomenal for us. But you got to still keep looking beyond that moment. There's more to life than just the moment that you're in. Expand your vision, expand what you see. There's more than just the moment. Don't allow every decision you make or everything that you believe for, let it be hinged on the moment. Because in this moment, things may not be right, but that doesn't mean that things won't change. So that's why you have to look beyond the moment. Things may be great at this point, but that doesn't mean that things can't get greater. So that's why you have to look beyond the moment. So expand your vision. Be able to see beyond your moment, whether it's great, whether it's bad, whether it's okay, whether you're in transition, whatever that is, still be able to see beyond your moment. I love you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. I thank you so much for all of your support and your encouragement. And I pray today that I said something to you that will bless you, something that will encourage you, and something that will allow you to be able to see beyond your moment. You know who I am. It's Andrea Smith, your process coach. Have an awesome, awesome day. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.